We'll go ahead and call the regular meeting of August 1st to order. We'll start with our roll call. Mr. Mejia, President, present. Trustee Perez. Present. Trustee Contreras.
Present.
Trustee LaFarga.
Present.
Trustee Dr. Marino joining us from San Diego via teleconference.
Present.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and forego the mission statement till we reconvene from closed session. At this time, we'll move on to item number 2, public comments on closed session items. Dr. Villegas, do we have any?
No closed session, public comments at this time.
Thank you. At this time, we'll adjourn to closed session, but prior to that, I just want to state that for closed session, we have 3 items. Conference with labor negotiations and public employee employment. And finally, conference with labor negotiators pursuant to subdivision of government code 54957.6. At this time, we'll adjourn to closed session. Thank you. Beautiful.
I flew into Seattle. You can always see.
Yeah.
One right there and it's beautiful.
Was that my best?
There's still some.
Yeah, it's still there, so we went all the way up on the golf course, about 2,500 feet over minutes, and you could still see the snow. And we got- they could drive down, yeah, well, there's nothing, and then in Portland, I think there's. I have this one, I'll show you this one. This is the one. We will reconvene the regular board meeting of August 1st at 6:55. Thank you so much for your patience. At this time, we'll go ahead and start with our mission statement on trustee Lafarga.
Thank you. Okay. Students will be challenged to become college and career ready and lifelong learners. The El Rancho Unified School District will actively partner with the community as its leading educational institution that provides a technology-rich and innovative learning environment for all students.
Thank you, trustee Lafarga. And for the record, this meeting is being conducted by teleconference with optional public virtual attendance. We have one board member, Dr. Teresa Marino, attending via teleconference from 2702 Qualtrough Street in San Diego. I will now call the meeting to order again by conducting a roll call vote of board members present. Trustee, Dr. Marino,
Present.
trustee Lafarga,
Present?
trustee Contreras.
Present.
Trustee, oh my gosh, president, and the president, Mejia, present. Trustee Perez. Present. Thank you. At this time, we'll go ahead and move on to, roll call, members of the administrative cabinet, Dr. Villegas,
President,
and you continue.
Dora Soto Delgado,
Present.
Dean Cochran, present. Jasmine Chavez Diaz,
Present.
Sarah Castañon,
Present.
Dr. Virginia Kelson is out today. Yolanda Rodriguez Padilla.
Present. Thank you. Dr. Villegas, will you please lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
Absolutely, whatever, please stand. Face the flag, put your right hand over your heart, and say with me the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 6, adoption of the agenda. Dr. Villegas, are there any changes to the agenda?
We are just going to make a small note that there were some additional add-ons added to the agenda. If you can share that out, please.
Of course, for the accounting reports, we didn't remove any documents. We added a revised document related to bond ER. And there were some corrections in the description. The dollar amount didn't change. It was a clerical error. And in the purchase order report, there were some dates that were incorrect. The system, it was the glitch, reflected a February date when indeed it should have been a June date. So the original document is in the board item, and we added the revised document.
Thank you for that. Is there a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
So
I move. Second.
Moved by trustee Contreras, seconded by trustee Dr. Marino. We'll go ahead and vote. Dr. Marino,
Yes.
trustee Lafarga,
yes.
trustee Contreras.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yeah.
Mejia votes yes, motion carries 5-0. We'll go ahead and move on to item number 7, report of actions taken in closed session. Dr. Villegas,
There were no actions taken in closed session.
thank you. And at this time, we go ahead and go on to item number 8. We have 8A, administer the oath of information to the district chiefs of police. We're very excited about this item. Dr. Villegas, take it away.
Absolutely. We want to first thank everyone for being here today. This is a very special and momentous occasion for us. It's not very often where a school district is able to honor and have swearing in of a police chief. And so we're honored to have this opportunity. You know, we have done searches and looked, and we went through an arduous process. And we are so happy to have selected Abu Carrillo to be here and to be our new chief of police, and he was approved by the board several weeks ago. And today we get a chance to officially have him sworn in. And so we have Captain Hutak today, who is here, and we'd like for you to come here to the front. And if you would be able to administer the oath, again, Chief, can you please come over? And we can go through the process of swearing in, followed by the pinning. And I understand that there's a very special person who will be.
Yes, my daughter will be pinning my badge. yes.
Dr. James, if I may, I would like to read out Chief of Police Korea's bio, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here we go. With a passion for public safety and a dedication to fostering a secure environment, Albert Carrillo is an experienced criminal justice professional. Leveraging his extensive law enforcement background and leadership acumen, as our new chief, he is committed to overseeing all police functions on school campuses and working diligently to create a safe and conducive learning environment for students, teachers, administrators, staff, and the entire community. Bringing over 18 years of law enforcement experience and over 4 years as an accomplished instructor in both the private sector and public schools, Mr. Carrillo has a proven track record of teaching, mentoring, and leading diverse teams. His resourceful problem-solving skills and comprehensive expertise in criminal and civil investigations, including collaboration with state and federal agencies, have garnered him recognition and accolades in his field. As a consummate professional, Mr. Carrillo places a high value on providing exemplary customer service and remains dedicated to meeting the diverse safety and security needs of the ERUSD community. With a vision to empower and safeguard, he is well prepared to lead the police department in achieving its paramount objectives. Throughout his professional journey, Mr. Carrillo has held noteworthy roles, including adjunct criminal justice professor, high school teacher, firearms instructor, and use of force instructor. He has actively contributed to shaping safety measures in the private sector. Mr. Carrillo's extensive law enforcement experience includes serving as a police officer, where he excelled as a field training officer, gang investigator, traffic investigator, and a motor officer, and working closely with the major narcotics unit and LA Impact. He has also demonstrated his commitment to community-oriented policing as a member of the COPS community-oriented problem-solving team with the esteemed Southgate Police Department. Furthermore, Mr. Carrillo played a pivotal role in establishing the Traffic Bureau at the McFarland Police Department, refining his expertise in the field. Educationally, Mr. Carrillo holds a Master's of Arts degree in Organizational Leadership from Woodbury University and a Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice Management from Union Institute and University. He also possesses a CTC Teacher's Credential from California Public Schools and various post-certificates, demonstrating his commitment to continuous learning. Backed by a wealth of training and certifications, including Academy Instruction Certification from Orange County Sheriff and advanced expertise in traffic collision investigation, Mr. Carrillo consistently embraces opportunities to stay at the forefront of industry developments. Overall, Mr. Carrillo stands ready to embrace the Chief of Police role at ERUSD, fueled by his unwavering dedication to safeguarding and empowering the community. With a focus on excellence, he is eager to embark on the next chapter of his journey, leading the ERUSD Police Department with competence, compassion, and integrity.
I have my notes, but you see that you here, so I'll go ahead and use these. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jody Hutak. I'm the captain of Pico Rivera Sheriff Station down the street. It's an honor to be here tonight. So if you would raise your right hand for me, please. I, Albert Carrillo,
I, Albert Carrillo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of California.
and the Constitution of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
All right, do we have the badge?
Bethany, step forward.
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. There you go. You can just slip it on one time. All the way down. Yep, right, that's good. Thank you.
All right, very good. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the new Chief of Police of the El Rancho Unified Police Department. Chief Albert.
Okay.
You want to see if you were addressing?
Yes, yes, I'll say a few words.
Wants to face the audience. Wants to face the audience.
I'll stand over here so that way, and I don't want to turn my back. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, guests, and members of the El Rancho community. First and foremost, I want to express my sincere gratitude for the honor and privilege of being appointed the Chief of Police of the El Rancho Police Department. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I accept this role and embrace the responsibility that comes with it. I would like to extend my deepest appreciation for the honorable members of the Board of Education, the superintendent, the school cabinet members for placing their trust in me to lead the police department and to ensure safety and security of our students, teachers, administrators, staff, and the entire community. I am humbled to join with you, professionals who are committed to serving and protecting our schools. Together, we will work tirelessly to create a safe learning environment where everyone can thrive and excel. As Chief of Police, my vision is to foster a culture of collaboration and partnership between our police department and the entire school community. I firmly believe that through an open communication, trust, and mutual respect, we can effectively address the safety needs of our schools and enhance the quality of education of our students. I am committed to promoting a community-oriented policing approach where our officers engage with students, parents, and faculty members in a positive and proactive manner. By building strong relationships and being visible and accessible within the school district, we can create an atmosphere of trust and support. Additionally, I recognize the importance of staying at the forefront of evolving safety practices and utilizing innovative strategies. I will work closely with our officers to ensure they receive the necessary training and resources to effectively respond to emergencies, address safety concerns, and implement proactive measures to prevent incidents. Lastly, I want to express my gratitude to the dedicated educators, administrators, and support staff who work tirelessly to provide our students with a safe and nurturing learning environment. Your commitment to excellence is an inspiration, and I look forward to collaborating with you to achieve our shared goal of academic success and safety. In conclusion, I am truly honored to serve as the police chief of the El Rancho School Police Department. Together with the support and cooperation of the entire school community, we will make a positive impact and create a safe future for our students. Thank you once again for this incredible opportunity. I am excited about the journey ahead and eager to work alongside each and every one of you. Thank you.
First with us, Cam.
I'd like to invite you for a picture, and so we would ask you to come back here, the family first, and then the officers as well, or the officers.
Or just push that, push me. Then that's either upward, yeah.
We could just all stand together, like, bring it all in, guys. Yeah, let me stand in the middle. Yeah. and I can stand here. Mom? This is the tribe here.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Oh. I'm good. Yeah.
Good. Okay, thank you. Dave.
Oh, Chris.
Byron. One of Thanks. Bring it all in here.
You
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Can we all squeeze that in?
Yeah. I get a few bodies on this side.
From on this side over here.
Yeah. Come on. Please, thank you. All right, you guys ready? Share, get to share. 3.
Stay right there. Captain Huton, where are you at?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Like that? Thank you. Welcome, sir. Nice to meet you. Hi, Madam President. Thank you. Vice President, thank you so much. Are you good, sir?
Oh, yeah. Okay, ready. Just a little video. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Thank you. Can I get one more? Dave, wanna bring the whole tribe, guys? Come on, quickly, quickly.
Ready?
You're smiling? Smile.
Okay, I'm good. Anybody else?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Down. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah, oh, what's up, you guys? Okay. Michelle, can you take a picture of this? Summertime.
Is this the group?
Yeah,
Can I get
yes.
one guy on this side?
Yes.
Okay, ready? Good.
Thank you. All right.
Inside. No, it's a board. Just that. Probably good idea. Okay. At this time, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 9, Labor Association reports. Dr. Villegas, do we have any reports today?
We do not today. We don't have any labor association reports today. No.
Thank you. Dr. Villegas, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 10, public comments items on the agenda.
We have none.
Item number 11, public comments items not on the agenda.
And unless someone came in right now, we don't see any and didn't have any, so no.
Okay, so no items 10 or 11. Whoa, we're moving so fast. Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 12, Board of Education announcements and acknowledgements. We'll start off with Dr. Marino. Is it okay if we start off with you?
Absolutely. This came upon me so quickly. But I really have no comments, honestly, other than just to say thank you to staff who has continued to work through the summer in this unrelenting heat, just making sure that our kids had successful extended summer program, and at the same time getting ready for the opening of the new school year. I don't want to burst your bubble, but it's in about a week, right? But I'm sure that we are all certainly excited about this coming year and all of the great things that will continue to happen in 23-24. The only thing I do want to say is that as we continue to read and hear about the cantankerous board meetings at many school districts throughout the state, Temecula Valley, Temecula School District, Valley, Chino Valley, etc., that as a board, we are truly blessed to be serving this community of Pico Rivera, our students here, because we certainly are together. We work with our parents, we work with our community to find solutions to the issues. So I feel blessed, and this is why I'm definitely excited, looking forward to a new program year. I hope that those of you that have not taken a few days off do take the time, at least before the beginning of the school year. But this is all I have to say for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Marino. Vice President Perez.
Yeah, same short. First off, congratulations to the new chief. We're excited. I know it's been something we've been waiting for a long time. Special safety has been a huge ask of the community, so I'm excited to have him on board. Just seeing how many people were in the audience, how loved he is and respected, tells me that we're in for a great year or years. So again, congratulations. Just a quick update. So we did meet last week with the city on the mini pitch that we're moving forward. So nothing's been finalized, but we will be bringing to board just updates to see other external financial options that we have. So just letting you know that we're still meeting. We just haven't brought it to board, but we will be in the future. And then I just wanted to, give my condolences to the family for Miss Arlene Amaya. If we can, as a board, after the meeting, moment of silence. It's a tragedy. So I want to send my prayers and condolences to their family. And last, similar to what Dr. Marino said, please enjoy these last 2 weeks of summer. Enjoy it again with family and friends, or just by yourself. But I know the kids are excited to see everybody. They are aching, so just get ready for that. So that's all.
Thank you. Trustee Lafarga.
Thank you. I also want to offer my sincerest condolences to the family of Mrs. Arlena Anaya, as well as to her district family and ERUSD. May she rest in peace. And if we can close the meeting in her memory as well, that would be very much appreciated. Glad to have sworn in our new school chief of police. It's exciting. You know, we walked in at the beginning empty, and then I'm glad to see the people that came to support him and rally around him. It seems like he's going to bring so much value to our district. So great hire. I'm truly excited to work with him and partner with him to keep our students safe. And I'm assuming we're invited to the August 15th staff back to school celebration. So I'm looking forward to that event. And really also want to echo the sentiments of Dr. Marino in terms of the hard work through this summer to keep our district running and everything that you're doing as a team, as a district, as a staff as well. And I'm just excited for the new school year to begin, as so are my kids, I think. But they've been practicing hard as well as other students on all the fields right now, running, football. I don't know how they do it in this heat, but kudos to them. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Contreras?
Gonna repeat a lot of what's been said. I'm excited about the fields of what's going on as far as the new fields at the Rancho High School. Pass by there almost every day just to see, what's going on and try to, peek here and there over the fence, and lots going on. I'm glad we finally got that started. So thank you back there to Bob the Builder. I know you're here. Everything is going great. So thank you very much for all that. Excited with the new chief of police. We finally filled another position that was void for a very long time. So I'm excited to see all the new things he's going to bring and the stability of what we talk about bringing stability to our district. That's going to fill a huge gap, especially at the high school level, as far as safety for our children, which is our number one concern, or at least my number one concern, is to make sure that our students and our staff are safe. And then also, finally, as was mentioned, Arlena Anaya, my condolences to the family and the El Rancho family. My sister knew her very well, so my condolences go out to her family, and I also agree, we can close the meeting in her name. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. My report will be brief as well. Yes, I echo my colleagues' sentiments. Sincerest, deepest condolences to Ms. Anaya's family. I have a couple of things that I do want to report on. One of them is I along with Dr. Villegas, I was sworn in for the Chamber of Commerce as a director, and I'm looking forward to building that relationship with the businesses for the benefit of our students and our community. I'm excited about that. I think that there's a lot of opportunities there. Additionally, I attended 2 webinars. Both of them are from the Civilian Oversight Commission, and it's related to school deputy resource officers. And there are very interesting conversations that are being held. Yesterday's was about balancing safety and equity, and a great takeaway is that I love that a lot of the things that they're recommending we're doing. We are so invested in PBIS and social and emotional learning. Those are recommendations that I'm hearing. And I'm like, yes, we're doing that. We're doing that. We're doing that. There's some concerns from, citizens, Antelope Valley. They don't have the same relationship. And a great takeaway that I received was that it's unique to your community, right? What it is that your community needs. So there's going to be 2 more webinars on that, and they are accepting public comment until August 4th. Finally, I do want to remind everyone that it is National Night Out on Friday, August 4th, and I believe that we're going to have a booth at that event, possibly.
Well, we're going to have them in the summer
The
events.
summer events. Oh, I apologize, but we'll be there. And that concludes my report. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 13, comments and reports by superintendent and cabinet. Dr. Villegas, take it away.
Thank you so much. We're going to attend some type of report. I'll do a little bit, and then our CBO will also take it from there. Had a great multi-agency active shooter training at the high school on the 18th. It was really wonderful to see our police departments working together, again, with our police, our own police department that was there and fire agencies, and it really worked really well so that in the event that there would be some sort of major emergency, we know that our law enforcement groups know our high school, know where to go, know exactly what are the ins and outs of it. So it's wonderful to see that happen. We had great training at UCLA with our administrators, which really focused on looking at root causes and analyzing what are some of the issues that we might see and how to actually solve them. It was a wonderful opportunity for our principals and assistant principals and deans to be together and learn about that. Spent 3 days there. Compliments of LACO. And so we got a chance to do that without any cost to our district. Currently, we have our teachers, we have over 75 teachers participating in EDL training right now. So that's a continuation. They've had several days of that training and still going strong. And I was said earlier, I was sworn in as a director of the Chamber of Commerce with Trustee Mejia. And so that looking forward to building on that relationship. One thing to share, one of the great things that is happening is these construction, but part of the things that we're gonna have to deal with is the parking situation. There's going to be limited parking. And so just today we met with the communications team, the high school, the various directors to look at what are some of the things that we could do to maximize the parking and to make sure that everyone is aware of what we need to do for this parking. It might be a little inconvenience, but certainly for the greater good. And so I can turn that over to Linda.
Yes, good evening. I'd like to report out, piggybacking off of Trustee Contreras regarding the work at the high school where it's active, it's moving forward. We did earlier, it was publicized on social media that we did find an issue with the arch, and we were fortunate to find it in a very timely manner where we're able to address the correction. And so we, out of an abundance of caution, because that is an active construction site, it's been fenced off so that they're, for safety for anyone, not only our staff and students when they come back to school. We're hoping that it will be done before school starts, crossing my fingers. But we were able to identify exactly what had happened. It's caused by water damage that infiltrated some of the area. So we're correcting all of that, and an emergency resolution will be brought to the board for approval. This is allowed under the Public Contract Code 21322. And we have followed all of the procedures as required by the Los Angeles County Office of Education.
And that is all. You will see these three words out there. We're going to be pushing them because this is really what, and this is actually Belinda was here because she's the one that coined these words. And the word is experience the tradition, feel the pride, and achieve excellence. And I mean, if that's not Pico Rivera, if that's not El Rancho Unified School District, then really, I mean, get kind of goosebumps to think about that because that's what we are: tradition, pride, and excellence. And so we're pushing for that. That's going to be, part of our motto as we move forward because, everyone here is really strong in those elements. Really excited about this year.
Excellent, thank you. Okay. At this time, we'll go on to item number 14, consent agenda. Are there any items that any board member wishes to pull? Dr. Marino? You're muted.
I certainly am. Okay. I like to pull 14.E.5.
Point G.5.
Point E, yes.
Did you say
E as in Edward?
E?
Yes.
Any other items? Hearing none, is there a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda, excluding the item pulled?
So move.
Second.
Okay.
It moved by trustee LaFarga, seconded by trustee Perez. Any discussion?
Yes. So,
Dr. Marino, we're doing the consent agenda and then we'll do that one after.
oh,
I apologize.
You're right. No, my fault. Okay.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and vote. Trustee Perez?
Yes.
Trustee Dr. Marino?
Yes,
Trustee LaFarga?
Yes.
Trustee Contreras?
Yes.
Mejia votes yes, motion carries 5-0. We'll go ahead and move on to item 14E5.
Mhm.
Is there a motion and a second?
I move.
Second, sorry.
Moved by Dr. Marino, seconded by Trustee Perez. Discussion, Dr. Marino, take it away.
Okay, I was trying to pull it up, but here it is. 14, okay, 0.5. There is an invoice for $76,000 for CF Environmental for Measure ER Series A. And this is, my question is here. This is for professional services for work performed for the facilities master plan. Question 1, the board has not approved a facilities master plan. Question number 2, what was the RFP process to select CF Environmental? Question 3 would be, what was the scope of work for this invoice? What were the deliverables, in other words, and who approved the invoice? Man, I had a fourth question. Okay, for that, let me leave it at that right now. I had a couple of other comments. So do we have the response now? If not, it can be forwarded to the board.
We do have some of the responses, so Ms. Padilla will be responding to that.
So CF is CF Environmental performed some pre-construction. It's not for a facilities master plan. It is for the actual preparation of the building renovation projects for the future related to pre-inspection, identifying hazardous materials. And for this type of project, it would not have gone through an RFP process. It is specialized services under a certain government code, and I don't have it memorized. But this was this is work that was to identify any type of hazardous materials throughout the district in preparation for future work.
All right, so then will the record be corrected that it is not part of the facilities master plan?
So this is the facilities master plan will follow with regards to performing a needs assessment. We will be working very diligently throughout the district to identify what are the specific needs and updating the older facilities master plan. This type of work is to allow us to start that process. And there are many components to a facilities master plan, which includes demographics, includes stakeholder input, and all of that would be developed and presented to the board for approval.
Correct. So for the record, it is not, I believe then it needs to be corrected that it is not for the facilities, per the facilities master plan, but it is for the pre-construction assessment of hazardous material.
That is correct.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Mejia.
Any other comments or discussion? And I just wanted to just clarify, we do have a facilities master plan agreement with LPA. I just wanted to make sure that that was, I thought I heard you say that we didn't, and I just wanted to make sure that I misunderstood.
No. We do have but LPA, yes, we do. You're corrected, but CF was not part of, I just didn't know that CF was conducting any work for the facilities master plan.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's no further discussion, we'll go ahead and vote. Dr. Marino,
Yes.
Trustee Perez? Yes. Trustee LaFarga?
Yes.
Trustee Contreras?
Yes.
Mejia votes yes, motion carries 5-0. At this time, we're gonna take a 10-minute recess and you're good? 5-minute recess. We'll reconvene at 7:40.
Hurry up, get what you need.
Bunch of idiots.
Okay. We will resume the meeting. We'll move on to item number 15, new business action items. Item 15A1, adopt resolution number 2023-2024, declaring that board member Dr. Teresa Marino was absent from the July 2023 regular board meeting in accordance with Education Code 35120. Is there a motion and a second to approve this item?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved by trustee Lafarga, seconded by trustee Contreras. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and vote. Trustee Perez?
Yeah.
Mejia votes yes. Trustee Contreras?
Yes.
Trustee Lafarga?
Yes.
Trustee Dr. Marino?
She was letting me know that she's not able to connect right now. There's something happening, and I think she's in a location she's having to.
Some difficulty? Okay. The motion will carry 4-0 with one not able to connect. Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 15A2. Approval appointment of 2 governing board members to participate in a board and superintendent subcommittee. And this is to discuss potential funding opportunities for El Rancho High School facility needs. Is there a motion
So
and a
moved.
second? Okay, moved by trustee Contreras and seconded by trustee Perez. We'll go ahead and open up discussion.
Yes. So one of the, as we know, the facilities is one of the ongoing issues that we want to continue to learn and grow, and specifically at the high school. And so I think one of the interests has been to have a subcommittee that can kind of maximize looking at different options and resources. And so one of the things that we like to do is we'd like to have 2 board members to be part of a subcommittee that would be able to support this. And we would also have members of the high school, members of facilities, and various groups that can help us brainstorm and come up with some ideas. This concept was initially brought forth by one of our board members. And just as a general idea, and we thought that making a subcommittee would be the best way to make this happen. And so I think that there are 2 board members in particular that led this questions, and I'd like to see if it would be a thought that those 2 board members may be interested in being part of that subcommittee as well. And so one of them was trustee Perez and President Mejia, were both leading the charge in this particular conversation. I know that every single one of our board members is interested in this capacity, but in order to meet these requirements, we would have to have just 2 board members. So that's, we would spend a little time discussing it. There's a different idea from the board.
Okay, any further discussion? And just for the record, Dr. Marino is no longer able to be connected, so she will exit the meeting at this time. Any discussion?
I think it's a great idea. I support the
idea.
2 nominees.
Okay, we'll go ahead and vote. Trustee Perez?
Yeah.
Trustee Lafarga?
Yes.
Trustee Contreras?
Yes.
Mejia votes yes, motion carries 4-0.
Yeah.
Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and go on to item 15B1. Approve ratify temporary certificated management contract between the El Rancho Unified School District and Mark Matthews to render services in the area of human resources and personnel effective July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, in accordance with the terms and conditions set forth in the contract payable from district general funds. Is there a motion and a second?
So moved. Second.
Okay, moved by trustee Lafarga, seconded by trustee Contreras. And then no discussion, but I just want to state that I will be abstaining from this item as in previous instances due to a previous contribution to campaign contribution. Any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and vote. Trustee Lafarga,
Yes.
trustee Contreras.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
Mejia abstains, motion carries 3 yes and 1 abstention. Okey-doke. We'll go ahead and move on to item number 2, approve second amendment to employment contract for the superintendent of schools. And prior to this discussion. For item 15B2, the board is now going to review and take action on the recommendation to approve an amendment to the employment contract for the superintendent of schools. The proposed annual salary under this contract is $262,000. The proposed term length is through June 16, 2026. Is there a motion and a second to approve the amendment to the contract with the superintendent of schools?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee Contreras, seconded by trustee LaFarga. Is there any discussion? No discussion, just a comment, Dr. Villegas, we appreciate you, you have our full support and we look forward to continuing to, move the district forward. Great start, keep it going.
I want to thank you for that opportunity. I really look forward to the many years that we have and many things that we can accomplish together with this wonderful board and wonderful staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and vote. Trustee LaFarga,
Yes.
trustee Contreras.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yeah.
Trustee Miguel votes yes, motion carries 4-0 with one trustee that is absent. Okay. At this time, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 16, recommendations for future agenda items. Do we have any recommendations? One?
I have.
Uh,
I just, speaking of the committee that's getting put together for the high school for Rancho, can we get some type of, and I think I mentioned it, some type of plan for parking now that, I'm sorry, a drop-off plan for the high school now that the construction's being done and some of our parking lots are taken, morning and afternoon drop-off and pickup plan before the start of school. I don't know if we can get that before or for the next meeting. I think we have one meeting before we start.
On 15th.
And so just to reconfirm it is an information request. Would you like that to be read out at the next meeting as well?
Yes,
And also in the Friday update?
if possible.
Would it be possible?
Well,
if
Yeah,
the
if
cabinet-
if you need more time, then just for the meeting is fine.
Yeah, no, I think we can have that, but we started having that conversation today, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also with the same situation, during lunchtime, a lot of the kids were used to going out to the grass area for their lunch. And being that we have just one lunch period, this was brought up by one of my children. It'd be a good idea to either split up or to look into splitting up, making 2 lunches. And I believe at one time it was like that. So that there's obviously half of the high school having lunch at one time and then the other half at the other. If you can come up maybe with something like that also, a plan,
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
That is also information item.
if possible. Thank you. That's it. That's all I have.
Trustee.
I don't have an item. I just had a question. I know we received a revised consolidation of all the items for future meeting. Agenda or discussion. When will that be discussed? And reviewed?
So we spent some time discussing it and again, that first thing that we did is we shared that with the board. It's actually today we spent some time in cabinet going through because a lot of those things are informational items that we will be responding to you.
Okay.
So I mean, the board would like to have further discussion and we could certainly put it on an agenda item. I think our first step was to share the information and say, this is what our timelines are. So we've attached certain timelines to them. So in other words, when are the reports going to be due? When do we project to give you the updates, how we're going to approach it? Because some of them won't be necessarily in terms of board meetings, but there'll be updates on Fridays. And so we have those dates available. But it'd be like we could schedule a time where we could either I could do that at a personal level to board members, or we could schedule something where we have some discussion about.
Yeah,
that.
I just wondering how they were if they were prioritized by date or by.
We went through it by date.
urgency?
The oldest to the newest essentially, and we went through it and identified some of them made some sense in terms of the time frame. Like this is the type of thing that we might do this in March because this is when it happens typically. And some things we were able to we had already done or done some steps in that, so we were able to do that. For example, we're looking at the high school graduation as one of the requirements. So that's something that we're working on right now. So we have a plan for sharing how that's going to happen. Okay. So we did spend a good amount of time doing that. If the board members could look at that and maybe provide some feedback as they see that list, and if the dates that are actually placed are not soon enough, or maybe there's some thinking behind it. Maybe you can let me know, and I'll be glad to make some adjustments to make sure we do that. We started meeting with cabinet today and went through that list one by one to make sure that everyone's aware, because it does involve the team to be able to respond to those things.
It just, my only thing was that there's, some go back a couple of years. I don't, are they relevant anymore? That's my question, and if we can, I don't know how we slice and dice it so that we're like, you know,
And
otherwise
so
we're just gonna continue to have a very long list, right?
we did try to reduce the ones that were no longer relevant or that had been done. So those, some of those were already taken out, and so this is a condensed, already a condensed version, but it
Okay.
can be certainly
It's
condensed.
still
a
long.
little more, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, my only hesitation, I don't like to keep adding.
Yeah.
If we already have all this stuff, so I don't know, it's just, you feel like, I feel like I get in line and then see when it happens. So, I don't know how we can expedite it, so that we can just address them sooner than later.
I think you will see us moving, cutting that list down really soon, because a lot of those things are gonna be happening very soon. And we'll be able to show that many of those things are already going to be done.
Thank you. Thank you, appreciate it.
Sorry that I'm adding.
Don't apologize.
Information that could be added to the board update. I'm just curious to see, and I'm gonna look to see if we have any document that lists like all the active partnerships with colleges or universities. So I know we have, for example, actually not for example, but like we have, I don't know, Cal State something. Yeah, that has like the mental health. Like, I'm curious, what are the active partnerships that we have with universities and colleges? And I can have I just want information just to see like, what are we who are we currently working with or what? Because I always see a lot of different schools that offer to different, districts. And so I'm just curious to see what we currently have and maybe in the future look to see how we can expand. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you.
Fingers as well. Mine's is just quick information as well. Now that the California approved the revised math framework, we could just get a Friday update on that. And with that, if we could have a moment of silence for Ms. Maya. Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? And motion in a second?
No, I don't think we're not going back, right?
No.
Okay, so, motion to adjourn.
There a second?
Second.
Thanks, Jory. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you don't need to go back to.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. We are going about closed
Yeah.
session. It's not, yeah, we are going back to.
So
closed session.
unmotion.
Unmotion, yeah,
Okay.
we didn't vote, so we're okay. There's a motion, but there wasn't a second. So we'll adjourn to closed session.
Okay.
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Sanchez.
Yes.
Thank you. We're returning back to open session. Dr. Villegas, is there anything to report from closed session?
No, nothing to report in the focus.
Thank you. Is there a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting at 8:05?
So moved.
Second. Okay, moved by trustee Contreras, seconded by trustee Perez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Good night, everyone. Thank you.